Despite starring in 2 movies together and having a fun and flirty friendship, the 2 actors never dated. Apparently, there's a good reason why they never crossed the line. Tune in to learn all there is to know about our favorite down-to-earth movie stars' possible romance and more. Today, Bullock is a poised and confident Oscar-winning actor and a household name. But back in 1994, Sandra was a young actor working on the film that would be her big break, Speed. Landing the role of Annie Porter was a big moment in her career. She was co-starring alongside Reeves, who was one of Hollywood's hottest young stars. You could say that Speed was a groundbreaking role for Reeves as well. It allowed him to show a more serious side after starring in the cult classic Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The film not only turned out to be a success at the box office, but in Keanu's personal archive as well. He highly regards his meeting and working with Bullock as a top experience. The duo was able to find their footing together as co-stars, with Reeves crediting Bullock's talent in all of the environments on set. But Sandra and Keanu's tender feelings for each other came to light only recently. During a 2018 appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Bullock admitted that she had a big crush on the actor. When asked about Speed and its enduring legacy, Sandra immediately started gushing about her co-star, saying that she'd been enamored by his presence from day one. "I think about how sweet Keanu Reeves was and how handsome he was," Bullock said. Sandra maintained such an innocent yet powerful crush on Keanu that it actively distracted her when they were acting in a scene together.
It's hard for me to really be serious. He would look at me and I'd be like,
Sensing the crowd's intrigue reaction, Ellen probed further into the matter, asking Sandra whether she and Keanu had ever dated. Sandra empathetically denied the suggestion and said Keanu never made a move, though she couldn't devise a reason for why. She jokingly stated that there was something about her that he just didn't like. She also rejected Ellen's claim that Keanu may have been too intimidated by Sandra. "I think we're probably friends for that long because we didn't hook up." Their on- and off-screen chemistry was off the charts though. A throwback video of Reeves during a 1994 interview for Speed showed the actor gushing about his co-star. "Aw, she's a beautiful lady," he said about Bullock. "Yeah, very beautiful, giving. She has such a wonderful energy about her and light." He continued,
"And she's just, wherever she goes, she really gives and wants things to be springtime. So, I don't know, I've enjoyed her company immensely."
"Aw, someone was smitten." The actor continued by saying how great of an actor Sandra was, quote, "She's brought a very, she's been fighting the direction of just being like the complete damsel in distress." Bullock and Reeves' audition story is pretty adorable on its own, and revealing of how they instantly clicked. Based on Bullock's retelling of the audition, there was an ease between them, and she couldn't help but have a little fun with the actor, causing him to panic just a bit. The two met when they auditioned, and as Bullock shared with Entertainment Weekly in 1994, there was a playful moment between them. "I had to read for Speed, just to make sure the chemistry was okay between me and Keanu," Bullock explained. "We had to do all these really physical scenes together, rolling around on the floor and stuff. At one point, Keanu stumbled into me and sort of grabbed my butt," she continued. "I asked him, 'Are you copping a feel?' He got all panicky and was like, 'No, I wasn't.' I was like, 'Relax, Keanu, just kidding.'" Months after Bullock's interview, in May 2019, Reeves stopped by for a chat and set the record straight. As it turns out, he'd also had a crush on his co-star at the exact same time. But unfortunately, he'd had no idea that his affection was reciprocated and that Sandy was likely waiting for him to take the initiative. Talk about a twist of fate. When the talk show host asked Reeves what he thought about Bullock's crush on him, he replied,
"She obviously didn't know I had a crush on her either."
oh, wow.
When asked why he didn't pursue Sandra romantically, Keanu said that they were working. He implied that it would have been unprofessional of them to get swayed by the heat of their emotions. However, Reeves agreed with DeGeneres that it was nice to go to work, because their chemistry was so genuine. To know that Bullock and Reeves were both interested but assumed the other wasn't is the type of situation that makes for the perfect plot of a rom-com. What do you guys think? He ended the interview by praising his longtime friend. A wonderful person, a wonderful actress. However, he agreed that they'd simply missed the window. Ever the gentleman, Keanu went out of his way to not overstep any professional boundaries, which may seem like reasonably standard behavior today. But seeing how this was Sandra's first leading role, she needed a friend to help her manage the stress. Whether they'd have fared better as a couple, it's impossible to answer. After they reunited in 2006 for The Lake House, Reeves admitted that he couldn't explain the bond he and Bullock have, but it's just there. He acknowledged that he couldn't explain the chemistry they share or why they work so well together either. We just do, and I'm glad because I like her tremendously as a person. I always enjoy watching her work. She's funny as all heck, smart as a whip. It was great to have some life under our belts since the last time we worked together. At the time, Bullock noted, "I don't know what it is, but I love being around Keanu. I really do. He's such a good person." Keeping up with her co-star Keanu and maintaining a friendship was not tricky for Bullock. Despite long periods of time without seeing one another, it was a mutual priority for both stars to remain friends and keep in touch. According to an interview with the duo while promoting their second film together, The Lake House, Bullock put pen to paper and wrote letters to see how Reeves was doing. She also mentioned being sure to call and make sure Reeves was okay when she caught wind of his motorcycle accidents in the news. Bullock also went on to add dinner dates were essential to maintaining their friendship. In a 2014 Reddit AMA, Reeves named Bullock the biggest movie star he's friends with. He revealed that they do get together on occasion to have dinner, catch up, and see how things are going. According to Yahoo, Bullock once joked about a possible speed reunion. "Maybe when we're 67, 69 years old, we'll be old and in the bus where they have that lift for the older people," Bullock joked. "We'll be an old married couple, we'll have the walker, and it will be about how we can get to the old people home before curfew. It will be a slow film, but a play on the word speed." Even if it was just a joke, you know fans would tune in for that. The pair's visible chemistry played a valuable part in both films, and it's not a typical tale of two actors getting to know one another and letting one another go after shooting is complete. Even though the pair harbored romantic feelings for one another at one point in time, a romantic relationship was never in the stars for Bullock and Reeves. Instead, the pair developed a sincere and long-lasting friendship that still stands today. Both actors found love after quite a bit of heartbreak and sadness. Keanu Reeves' single streak came to an end when he started dating artist Alexandra Grant. They took their relationship public at a Los Angeles film gala in November 2019. An insider told People, "Keanu wants to openly share his life with her. He's extremely happy and grateful to have Alex in his life." Sandra Bullock has been with Brian Randall since 2015. A source told Us Weekly in June 2019 that Bullock knows that he's the right one. According to the insider, Brian is such a sweet soul, and things couldn't be more different from the toxic relationships she's been in before. Randall also helps co-parent the Miss Congeniality star's two adopted children, Luis and Lila. While Reeves and Bullock are Hollywood examples of what could have been, they just never acted on their feelings. Instead, they channeled all that chemistry into their projects together, formed a lasting friendship, and found love elsewhere. Ultimately, though, it's still a win-win situation.